So, today I want to talk about dissociative identity disorder symptoms, but I want to talk about the physical symptoms of dissociative identity disorder. Over the past 5 months, I've talked to a variety of systems who are diagnosed with this awful, painful disorder. And the age range for them is 20 to 80. Now, online, they talk about the common symptoms, and it says here, alters tend to be very different from one another. The identities might have different genders, authenticities, interests, and ways of interacting with their environments. Other common signs and symptoms of DID can include anxiety, delusions, depression, disorientation, drug or alcohol abuse, memory loss, suicidal thoughts, or self-harm. That's it. That's their list. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from what I have and what other systems have had, and I'm going to read the symptoms of when they're young first, because I want you to understand when you're at the age from like maybe even baby all the way to 18, there are symptoms and signs that show in your medical records that something's going on, but you still can't pinpoint what it is. So, younger systems, even though you're not a system and you didn't know you were a system at that time, most of them didn't, and their symptoms were severe acne, dental issues, blurred vision, headaches, migraines, PCOS issues, IBS issues, agoraphobias, self-harm, memory loss, depression, impairment in working, driving, and relationships, insomnia, bedwetting, severe accidents, and loss of time. So these were symptoms that already were showing in teenage years. Now keep in mind the symptoms that I just mentioned go on with you in life as you get older, and some of them get worse. Now I'm going to read the rest of the symptoms that they suffered from as time went on. And remember, we're arranging this from 20 to 80 years of age, and these are all their physical symptoms. So, fibro, which is fibromyalgia, POTS, rosacea, severe arthritis, degenerative diseases, cysts, thyroid issues, PCOS issues, eating disorder issues, fluctuation in blood pressure, body temperature fluctuation, heart rate fluctuation, Crohn's, allergies, confusion, disorientation and dizziness and fainting, nosebleeds, ringing in the ears, excessive facial hair and body hair, hair loss, somatic body pain and symptoms, white blood cell counts being off, yeast infections, numbing of hands and feet, irregular blood sugar counts, autoimmune disorder issues, and last, hypertension. This is the list I got. You're welcome to add to it or anything you need to, because I think this is something that needs to be brought to awareness. As I go on time and time again on TikTok and YouTube, all these people that have the disorder are suffering from these symptoms physically. And as you get older, these issues become more health risks, more health issues. And some of them end up in the ER, for me, for example, 15, 16 times a year because of something like this. DID, I wish they would add it into a more nerve disease and health risk as well, because people have had to go through surgeries even with this disorder, and it's painful, and it's difficult. The thing is, people do videos, and I get that they want to express the things that they can do, even though they have a mental illness, which is great. But again, I want you, when you make these videos, to think about everybody. And what I mean about everybody is there are people like me who have 8 or more years experience of dealing with these symptoms, with the triggers that come with it, and the time loss and all that. But then you have somebody who's new, say 8 months of therapy so far. Let's say that they see a video of you having fun, playing, expressively letting your alters out, not having trouble with talking about it, and even to the point of showing off what you can do. This can be painful for them. This can be something that they view as something they can't do. So then they question their DID. So, and I don't want to get into too much detail why I'm bringing this subject up, but I'm going to say I'm bringing it up because when you do this, there are people that have had different amounts of abuse, different amounts of pain, and different time healing. So you have to include everybody. And if you make a video, it may hurt them or trigger them. And my videos, I don't intend on triggering anybody, and I promote you to always include my videos with your mental health care professional. And the reason I do that is because the process for me was so long, and I would like to see somebody get through the process quicker than me. So I like to give education and tips on how to do that. I'm not saying it's something that you have to take. It's a choice. And through the years, my choices were limited, but yours are not. So, if you're going to talk about a mental health disorder and you want to educate on it, make sure you educate, read, learn. Everything you can learn on this disorder, and you display it in a respectful and honest manner, can help somebody else to get a little further along. Making a game out of it, or depicting it as fun, or playing Guess Who I Am, is an issue for me. Because some of these new people, they don't know who they are. They don't know who their alters are. And it makes them question their own mental health. It's the same with changing clothing and doing all this stuff. And yeah, alters do identify with different sets of clothing and different speech and all that. But there are new people, again, out there that are just diagnosed, and they don't even understand because they don't even know they've changed clothes. This is where you have to make a decision as an adult in an adult body to educate properly. That's all I got today. I hope you found this video useful and helpful, and you're more than welcome to share it with your mental health care professional. Loves. Bye.